Welcome back to another Germany reaction video. It's been a while since we did a video. I haven't been the most consistent on this channel. I do run a few different reaction channels, and I've started doing these forms where you can they're the Google forms where you can just give recommendations and an easier list for me to manage. So this one today is a comedy video, is Kaya Yanar English stand-up. I like comedians, so yeah, if you got any others you'd like me to check out, whether it be comedy or just other German videos, let me know. As I said, I'll show you the link in the description. Actually we do it like that. I'll leave the original video in the description. I have edited the screen a bit. If you go see it for yourself, if you go to full screen, it's not it's not a full screen video. It's a bit of an older one. It's 13 years ago, so there you go. At least when it was uploaded. So let's start it now. Yeah, I never heard of him before.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kaya Yanar.
Okay. Before actually hearing him, just in this intro here, it seems like he comes with a lot of energy.
Listen up, are you ready for this?
Okay. The intro is good. Okay.
Thank you very much. Gracias, grazie, dankeschön. Bedankt. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kaya. I'm a Turkish comedian who was born and raised in Germany and who performs in English. Now you might ask yourself, what's your problem? Well, the thing is this. Germany is a great country which exports a lot of things like beer, cars, software. And why not comedy? And why not a Turkish comedian? Because it all started 50 years ago when the Turks came to Germany. As you all know, we had a Second World War. And 1945, Europe was in ruins because everyone bumped the shit out of each other. So a lot of men died, a lot of people died in the Second World War, and a lot of workforce. So the Germans, the French, everyone involved in the Second World War was looking for workers. And everyone was looking in their respective colonies. So the French had colonies in Northern Africa, so they looked for workers over there. The English had colonies in India, so they brought a lot of Indian people to England.
Accent.
The Germans didn't have any colonies. They were trying to establish colonies in Europe. So they asked for different countries. They asked Italy, they asked Portugal, and Turkey. So a lot of Turks said, yeah, sure, why not? We go to Germany, we work 2-3 years, and then we go back. And that was the contract. The Germans said, okay, you come here for work, 2-3 years, and then you fuck off again. Okay, no problem. After 2-3 years, the Turks said, thank you very much, here is the money, okay, thank you, we go. And then the Germans said, no, can you stay 2 more years? We got a lot of Aufschwung over here. We got a lot of work, can you stay 2 more years? Okay, no problem, we stay 2 more years. So we stayed 5 years in general, in common. Okay, let's go, we leave. But no, wait, hold on a second, we still have a lot of Arbeit for you, can you come back? So we stayed. After 10 years, we said, listen, we like your country, and we like the Arbeit, and we like the payment, but we're a little bit bored. Can we bring our wives? And you guys said yes, and that was a mistake.
That was a mistake.
Because if there's one thing we Turks can do is multiply. That's true. 1950s, there were 100,000 Turks. Just 100,000 Turks in Germany. Now it's 2011. We have 3 million Turks.
Wow.
We can multiply. We can...
Sounds like it.
And I'm one of those 3 million. Right now, I'm 38 years old, and personally, I'm looking for Miss Yanar, you know?
And I know it a little bit. Like, I know there's some like football players that are German, but they have a Turkish background as well. So, I knew a little bit that there's a little bit of a Turkish connection, or that there was a Turkish connection within Germany.
Personally, I'm looking for my wife. She exists somewhere, I'm pretty sure she does, not only in my mind. and I want to find a quick.
No, hold up. That was deep. I felt that. I can't lie.
Or my wife, she exists somewhere. I'm pretty sure she
She's
does.
somewhere.
Not only in my mind, and I want to find her quickly because I'm 38. I'm heading towards 50.
Damn.
And I can feel it, that my body is deteriorating. I see my hair is falling out. And it starts to grow in places I've never seen it before. There's hair on my neck and on my shoulder and on my back. And look at my...
I'm in a similar place. I'm not his age, a few years away from that, but I'm like, is this normal?
feet, I could double hobbits.
That's real.
There's hair everywhere. And when I bend down to tie my shoelaces, you know, I sound like a Chinese kung fu master. If there's a Chinese guy behind me, he feels challenged. No, it's my shoelace. Stop it. And now I'm trying to find Miss Yanar, okay? And I'm looking all over the place. I didn't find her in Germany, so I thought, okay, maybe look somewhere else. Like Scandinavia, because that's my type. My type is blonde, blue-eyed, and tall, and that's the woman I like. You know why? Because I want to mix the DNA. I want to mix the genes. I don't want to... My mother says, please marry a Turkish woman, marry a Turkish woman.
I can
imagine I tell
that.
my mom, listen, if I marry a Turkish woman, we have Turkish kids. It never changes anything. I want to mix it all around, you know? And then the opposite to me is tall, blonde, and blue-eyed. And that's why I'm looking in Scandinavia, like Denmark. Copenhagen is a beautiful town. I love Denmark. I love Danish women. But now it gets a little bit complicated, okay?
Oh.
She not only has to be good-looking, and she not only has to love me, but she also has to sound sexy. So the language is important, the dialect or accent, if she does have any, is very important, and the voice. And that's where the Danish screw it up a little bit, because the Danish have a letter, it's a crossed out O, and it's pronounced...
I've seen that.
I'm not exaggerating, that's the sound of the... Red pudding with vanilla sauce in Danish means... You can look like a top model, but if you go on me, I get scared. And I got the same problem with Croatian people. Any Croatians here in the house? From Croatia? Nothing? Jesus. Huh? Serbia. Does it count? Is it the Serbo-Croatian language? Could you say that? Is it sort of the same words? Because the Croatian language, it ruins it for me. Because Croatia is a nice country, and I like Croatian women. There are a few beautiful ones. But the problem is...
Oh, no.
There are a lot of beautiful ones. But the problem is the language, it ruins it for me. I mean, if the Croatian language is a little bit schizophrenic.
Wait,
they have...
Can you tell why this man, at least up until this point, I'm not sure if you end up finding a wife, can you understand why he wouldn't have one yet? He's got a lot of rules. That's all right.
Words with lots of vowels, and then there's words without any, just consonants. I don't know if you can imagine that, but if you could surf the Croatian language, okay, and the vowels would be the waves, you could write the language quite good. And then there's a sandbank of consonants. I'm not exaggerating. What's your name? Maria. Maybe it's the same. I know the words already, but maybe it's the same language. Serbia, Croatian. What does garden mean in Croatian language? Garden. Bašta. Vrt. See, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. It's a word. It's a word. Vrt. It's VRT. Vrt. Where are you going? Vrt, bless you. No, vrt. Vrt. The next word, okay? Death. It's serious. You have to pay respect to death. You don't know what's going to happen. Some people are afraid of death, okay? So death is a very heavy word. In German, it's Tod. And you think, oh shit, what's happening with Tod? It's death. And Croatians say, smrt.
I knew that. Oh, well... Yeah, it's like SMRT. And it means death. That's crazy. I only knew that because there's this artist, his name is Smart Death, and it's like SMRT. But yeah, I only knew because of that.
You can't call death smrt. You just go... Everyone laughs at
That's
smrt.
crazy.
It's like a comic word. It's like you drive
like
over
that.
something. Smrt. What was that? What was that? Shit. Oh shit. Smrt. Really fuck. What happened? You can't call death smrt. Let's say if I live in Croatia and the Grim Reaper would come and get me. I couldn't get him. Sorry, I couldn't take him seriously. He would knock on my door.
Hi, it's me. Smrt.
I would go.
I don't know. Just pausing it right there, but okay. Yeah, he's really funny. It's like built up, which I like with comedians. And then they just get you with one bit.
Smrt.
Yeah, the build
I would
up.
go. Poor smrt. Did they steal your vowels?
Yes.
Well, I feel like he could be a voice actor too, but I feel also most comedians are pretty good with that.
I wanted to be called smart.
Wow. Okay, Kaya Yanar. This was really, really funny. I know it's a bit of an older one. If there's any other clips of him and his comedy, let me know. As I said, I'll have a new system with the forms. I'll leave a link in the comments and in the description for it going forward. But yeah, I liked his style of comedy. Like, it wasn't crazy hilarious from the beginning, but then, yeah, it really got me with that last bit. But he got me, like, what's the word for it? Like, it really engrossed, or he got me just really into it. Like, I was locked in to all of his jokes and the flow of his comedy. So, yeah, there's that part of it too, when you're almost following it like a story. You're not necessarily laughing out loud like I was towards the last one. You weren't doing that for the whole time, but you're really, you're focused in the story he's telling. So that's part of being a comedian too, I think. But anyway, I really enjoyed him. I never heard of him before, but I'll definitely have to check out more of his comedy. If there's any other Germans, if it's right to call him German, I guess, if he was born in Germany, because he said he was Turkish parents, but and then went on to the whole bit about Turkish people and how they developed in Germany. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Give more requests for me to react to, and we've got more videos coming. I'll see you in the next one.